We talk a lot about dual citizenship here at Nomad Capitalist, and even creating a portfolio of second passports to give you total freedom, let you travel wherever you want, let you protect yourself. But what if there was one passport in the world that became perfect? Hey guys, I'm Andrew Henderson, and my friend Christian at IMI Daily asked exactly that question. What if one passport became perfect? Now, let me set the stage. Every year, numerous companies come out with what they call passport indexes, where they rank passports on one factor, visa-free travel. In response to that, we came out several years ago with our annual Nomad Passport Index, where we rank passports not only on the quality of the travel document, but also on the obligations put by those countries on their citizens, i.e. the US with global taxation is not nearly as good of a passport as Canada, which has similar visa-free travel. But in one of these reports, Christian remarked that Japan now has visa-free access to 84% of the world's territories, both sovereign countries as well as separate immigration units like a British overseas territory. Japanese citizens can go to a lot of places. In fact, there's very few countries in the world that they can't visit. That's both because countries like Japan and many other countries have been trying to boost their passport rankings, but also because more and more countries have been opening up to foreigners. If you look at the Russian passport, for example, just in 2007, they could go to a mere 50-some countries. Now it's double that. The UAE has been on a very ambitious program to improve the quality of their passport by going out and using their economic heft to get into visa-free arrangements with a lot of countries around the world to boost their scores. One company said they actually had the best passport in the world despite not even having access to the United States visa waiver program. Meanwhile, countries are getting together and making it easier to visit. There's a new Silk Road visa that allows you to visit multiple places in Central Asia, safari visas in places like East Africa, and other ways to allow people who have a visa for one country to go to other countries. The world is opening up and visa-free travel is increasing. In fact, just a decade ago, the world's best passports, those like Japan, Denmark, Sweden, and others, had visa-free access to a mere 130-some countries. Now the best are in the 170s and 180s. That's a remarkable improvement. And so, what does that mean? Well, I never thought that visa-free travel was the be-all and end-all of rating a passport. That's why we made the Nomad Passport Index. Because while a couple of my friends and I have joked that giving up my US citizenship means I now need a visa to go to Equatorial Guinea, I doubt anyone watching this actually wants to go to Equatorial Guinea. Most of the visa-free countries that your passport or passports let you visit, you'll never visit, nor have any interest in visiting. So Christian's question was, will there ever be one perfect passport? Will it ever be a perfect confluence where one country has such great negotiation skills to get visa-free travel to most countries and other countries just opening up to the world in general? Will that ever result in one country's passport being allowed to go to every country on Earth? Now, if you think about that, it's a little odd because certainly countries have to choose sides. Countries who have visa-free access to China generally have that because they are on the side of China, which means they don't have visa-free access to Taiwan or vice versa. Countries who want to get along with the United States don't want to necessarily offer people from Iran to come and visit their countries. And so therefore Iran doesn't give every country visa-free access to its country. There are lots of different geopolitical issues that make it unlikely that any passport would ever be perfect. But the more important question, I think, for a nomad capitalist is, what will this do for all of the quote-unquote average passports that people aren't quite sure that they want? If the Tier A passports are reaching new and new heights every year, what we see with the Tier B passports, those that can go to Europe but not to the United States without a visa, is they're also gaining a lot. You look at passports like Serbia, like Georgia, like Peru. They've made amazing strides, Colombia also, in recent years in adding lots and lots of countries. Many of these passports add anywhere from 4 to 7 or 8 new visa-free countries every year as they continue to negotiate and as countries increasingly open up to each other. So while I highly doubt there will ever be one perfect passport, the reality is that any passport in the A or B tiers, any country that's respected and that's moving in the right direction is likely to increase the number of countries that its passport can visit. That means that having a tier B passport, i.e. getting a more affordable, more easily obtainable second passport in a country you may not be as familiar with, is going to be a better bet in the long run. I think tier B passports are the wave of the future, and I think having one is a great way to diversify your passport portfolio and stay protected. Hi, I'm Andrew Henderson from Nomad Capitalist. I wrote this book, which you can find on Amazon, to distill a lot of the stuff we talk about in these videos and a lot of the stuff I've learned over the last decade plus traveling all around the world, teaching you about how to legally reduce your taxes, build your personal freedom, and create wealth faster. Definitely get a copy of this book if you want to learn more. Now, if you want to watch more videos, make sure you subscribe to our channel and make sure you click the notifications bell so you never miss one of our new videos with more tips on how to go where you're treated best. And if you're already a 6 or 7 figure entrepreneur and you'd like to put these strategies in place for yourself, go to nomadcapitalist.com and learn about how I can help you.